The tower attacks. Drop the jaws like an earthquake cracks. Ram gets wrecked, the silver and black. Webby is back. Webby is back.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Utah Jazz fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. It's been a while since we've been live. It's been actually a week. Had a little time off, but we are back tonight, and everything I think is good on my end. It's a little off here. Let's see if we can get everybody on screen. Move the camera back. Hopefully I can make it through the night. Sorry I'm slightly late. I was looking for my eye contact rewinding drops, and I can't find them, so if my eyes dry out, I'm going to be in a world of hurt here. What's up, Area 51, Clay Cup, Phil, Skolubs? Lerner Rich calling game because, yes, we are winless when TSR calls the Summer League. Somehow, the Spurs, yeah, we're not winning when I'm calling them. I don't get it, but well, here we are. Apparently I'm a little rusty, too. All right, lights are good. It seems dark in here. Is it dark in here or is it just me? I don't know. Put that that way. What's up, Raider Paul? Thank you for stopping in. Mrs. Pena, thank you for being here. Jazz.Spurs getting ready to tip off. Got a couple familiar names on the Utah Jazz. Darryn Peterson, I believe he was the 2nd overall pick this year. Ace Bailey, 4th overall pick last year. Cody Williams, who was a top 10 pick. Was it 2 years ago? Like number 8? So I think the Jazz have 3 top 10 picks going. Yes, Phil, this is where I've been sitting lately when Miss TSR is not here, because when she's here, she sits there anyway, and it's the summer, and if my air conditioner needs to be on, it's right there, so I've been sitting closer to where it is cooler. What's going on, The Real Bobby? February. Rufus, thank you for stopping in. If we win this one, we're in the playoffs, correct? That's the deal. Win and we're in the Summer League playoffs. Oh, we don't want that on the screen. And move it back right there. Yo, Juan Gil, there's your shout-out to your wife, Kat. So would that be Kat Gil? Maybe? Maybe not? Just got off work, 12-hour shift, had to roll some ceilings. My arms are broken. I feel your pain, Bobby February. That's how I felt this weekend. What's going on, Jorge? Thank you for stopping in. Let's get a Spurs win tonight. Let's get our first Spurs Summer League win where I've been live, because they have lost every game that I've called. Win one tonight. I don't know who's going for the Spurs tonight. I'm hoping Terrace Reed Jr. I do see Terrace Reed Jr. I don't know if Carter Bryant's playing. He did play in 2 games. He missed the back-to-back. Gillespie and Brown should definitely be playing. I've not seen the starting lineups as of yet. No matter what happens, let's have a good game. I see Reed, Gillespie, Brown. Is RJ Davis? If RJ Davis starting, then I'm guessing Carter Bryant's not playing. Is Carter Bryant done? Did he play 2 games and he's done? He had 1 good game, they called it. Yeah, Edgar, it is on Prime. Why is DP not? I'm surprised Darryn Peterson is playing, Fonswine. That is a darn good question. Players are on the court, and away we go. He's starting, and I did not think we'd see him tonight. Starting out for the Spurs, Reed, Brown, Gillespie, Kelly, and Davis. So that means Carter Bryant is done with Summer League. So, of course, I have him on the thumbnail again, and he's not playing. Gosh darn it. I've had such bad luck with Summer League in regards to thumbnails. And Jazz get the first bucket. As I was trying to fix things, it is 2, whoops, not on my scoreboard. 2-0 Jazz. My computer a little closer here. Over here closer to these guys. All right. I'm locked in. Anywhere to Chris, he had his surgery today. Everything went well. RJ Davis for 3, no good. I'm guessing he's going to be out 4 to 6 months. I haven't heard an official timetable yet. I would guess closer to 6 than the 4 months, though. The Spurs are going to be cautious with him. There's a 3 for the Jazz, no good. I don't think we'll see him this year. If we do see him, maybe post All-Star break. Now, he might even play with probably not the main roster. I would think he would go to Austin to rehab. There's another miss for the Spurs, and it's going to be Jazz ball. It is 2-0 at 8:53 to go. Carter Bryant is not playing, so yeah, I think he's done. Jay, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. 2-0, Jazz ball. Spurs looking for their first bucket. Darryn Peterson, a surprise play tonight for some Spurs fans, and I'm sure Jazz fans as well. It's now 4-0. 8:40 to go. No, I cannot catch a break on the thumbnails. You're right, Area 51 is here. Multiple times I've had the player on the thumbnail and they're not playing. Gillespie drives in the paint, kicks it out for three. And the three is good by Malik Brown. All right. I like seeing Malik Brown hit some threes. If he can develop a consistent three shot, he's going to be a very solid 3D player for the Spurs off the bench. I don't see him being a starter. Darryn Peterson going to take a three from the left wing, and that is pretty much an air ball. Terrace Reed Jr. with the rebound. Spurs looking to take the lead with 8 minutes to go. Game is on Amazon Prime for those of you that are looking to watch the game. Terrace Reed Jr. in the post. Spin, spin, spin. Turnaround Jay. Good. Terrace Reed Jr. with the two. Gives the Spurs lead. Fader, what's going on? The surgery, yeah, just a cleanup, Phil. Not a new surgery, but it was a cleanup, and I think the Spurs are going to be cautious due to the amount of damage he had to his knee last year. Better safe than sorry. There's a turnover by the Spurs after a Spur. Screw it. Jazz has got a dunk. 6-5. Wow, that was rough. Stingray X Factor, what's going on? Arthal, thank you for being here. And there's a three in the corner for San Antonio. That was Miles. Was that Miles Kelly? Miles Kelly starting. Okay. Forgot he was out there. A return three down the other end is an air ball. Jazz get the rebound. And a pull-up J from the free throw line is good, and it's all tied up at 8. What's up, Tony from Columbus, Texas? Do we have any suggestions on emojis for our new guys? Jacob? Good question. Terrace Reed Jr. I mean, I don't really know if no emojis could go well with a Terrace Reed Jr. name. Jaden Quintance? No, really got nothing yet. Reed Jr. is going to drive in the paint and going to get blocked. Jazz on the run. And a turnover, but it is going to be knocked out of bounds by San Antonio. So not a turnover. It's going to stay Jazz ball. 6:31 to go, 8-8. No, my arm is not all healed up. It's, as you can see, it's still a little bruised right there. And by a little, I mean a lot. TL Watts, thank you for stopping in. Well, if the Spurs lose, they'll still have the loser bracket Stingray X Factor, but I gotta imagine interest in that would be exceptionally low, so I probably would not call that and just enjoy the rest of the summer. There's a quick bucket by the Jazz on the inbound pass. It is 10-8. David, hello from Manila. Celtics versus Kings familiar, or oh gosh, yeah. Well, I'd probably pick Lord of the Rings out of that as well. Reed Jr. with the ball at the top of the three-point line. He's looking to drive now. Gets to the free throw line, stops and pops a two, no good. And Darryn Peterson with the rebound. Jazz lose it in transition, but it's going to be off a Spur again. It's going to be Jazz ball. 20 on the shot clock. Yeah, it's definitely an ouch. I still have, everything that I showed you guys in the short yesterday, most of it was healed, but the bruises have actually got worse. The cuts are better. My elbows are almost to the point where I can lean on them and not be in any type of pain, but the bruises are not looking good. And we have another whistle. Foul's going to go on the Spurs. Igor Milicic Jr. checked in for San Antonio. That bruise is looking good. That's not what I would say, but okay. And we're going to a timeout. Yes, Jacob, Miss TSR completely beat me up by bringing me on to a Spartan race. So what we ended up doing is we went on a 30-mile bike ride Friday as a warm-up to the Spartan race. We did the 10K on Saturday, which is usually round up a little bit with miles when you're doing a Spartan race. That's probably about a 6.5 miler. And then we did the 5K on Sunday, which is probably like a 3.5 miler. By the way, girls dig bruises. I don't know about that, Chris. If anybody's not hit the thumbs up, I expect a small crowd tonight for Summer League, so need all the support we can get. Greg Popovich, show them what you got. Thank you, Pop. Yes, Joshua, this is on Prime. Bin Lagan, I think the team that wins, the team that scores the most points is going to win tonight. Guaranteed. I don't gamble, but I would bet money on the person that scores the most, the team that scores the most points will win. By the way, I haven't been live with you guys for a while. Did you guys watch the Conor McGregor fight? That was not good. That was not good at all. All right, we are in a commercial break. Spurs are down 10-8. And I actually need to pull up the... I'm going to pull up the standings for Summer League. I think if the Spurs win, they are definitely in the playoffs. I have no idea what's going to happen with the Kawhi thing. No idea. Damien, what's going on? Yup. Good evening to you. King Jorge, the fight definitely... Yeah, what fight? Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a fight. It was... Yeah, it wasn't a fight. Edgar agreed. Stayed up late. The thing that sucks is the whole card for UFC 329 was good. The main card was fantastic until you got to the McGregor. I do dare not call it a fight because it really wasn't a fight. But as soon as we got to the main event, it was terrible. Darryn Peterson is at the line, by the way, for one. No good. This is the one free throw rule in the Summer League. Spurs ball after the miss. Texas Swarm, thank you. And yes, I will. What's going on, Taylor? Thank you for being here. What's up, Christian Picardo? There's a pull-up for the Spurs. That is, Kelly. I can't remember Kelly. Jeez. Kelly. Kelly. Jazz ball. Darryn Peterson. Darryn Peterson with the ball gets fouled. Jeez. It could have been Darryn Peterson with the ball, which would be pretty cool, too. You know, Edgar, I didn't even catch that Sophie Cunningham was a ring card girl until the following day. I may have seen her and didn't even notice who she was. Danny in Jamaica's in the house. Peterson will be at the line for one. Peterson with a little baby pineapple, not even close to the pineapple Stefan Castle has. Come on, what's this little rinky-dink pineapple? Get a real pineapple like our guy. Spurs ball. And FYI, no Carter Bryant tonight. I do believe he's done with Summer League. He had his one good game, and that's it. Reed Jr., runner in the paint, is no good. Jazz ball. Oh, sorry, 13-8. Must have been fouled on a three-point shot. My apologies. Peterson with the runner. No good, but a tip-in is also no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball. Speaking of other sports, World Cup games Sunday are... Stinger, I probably won't watch it. I have not watched 1 second of the World Cup as of yet. I hope it's a good game for those of you that follow the sport. Hopefully it's a fantastic game. TSR won't be watching or covering it. Is this CC known as a flopper? I've seen her whine a lot. There's a three by Haijun Lee. I've seen her kind of take on the complaining to the refs thing, but I don't know if I can't confirm or deny if she's a flopper. Hopefully not. It's not a good look. Jazz ball up by 2, 13-11, 4.5 minutes to go. And I don't know any of these guys on the roster for the most part for the Jazz at this point. There's a drive and a layup by whoever that is for the Jazz. 15-11. Yeah, Damon, I like to see Reed shoot a little. He's had the moves, but he hasn't had him go in. There's a step back three, by Jacoby Gillespie. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be last touch by Utah Jazz player. It is Spurs ball, 15-11. If we should turn our... Yeah, I saw there was a big thing about the clocks. Are we staying on daylight savings time permanently now? Is that what happened? I vaguely followed the story about it. I kind of saw it and just passed by it on my Facebook. Carlos Jeter, como está mi hombre? Spurs ball. Malik Brown going to drop it off to Gillespie. He's going to take another three, and this time he's going to miss that one too. Milčić Jr. tries to get the offensive rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with the Spurs. We may have actually had a foul on the Jazz. 15-11, 4 minutes to go. I don't think we're going to see Sophie Cunningham in an octagon as a fighter anytime soon. If Reed Reed has some nice moves in the paint. He's just not finishing at the moment. Gillespie with the ball again, drives in the paint, gets by everybody, and we travel. Well, it's Jazz ball. All right. Oh, okay, David. I didn't realize that. That's actually happening. They might stay on daylight savings time permanently. What's the reason for that? We have another whistle. I hope there's not going to be a foul fest here. Come on now, guys. It's Summer League. It would be great if Reed could develop a three-point shot, but I think that's asking for a lot. Edgar, it looks like Harrison Ingram is done as a Spur. That is correct. Didn't really get any playing time whatsoever with the main squad. Did play a little bit with Austin the last couple years. Peterson with the miss. A follow-up is no good by number 50. That's not David Robinson, number 50, though. And the Spurs eventually come down with the rebound. Hae-Jung Lee's going to stop and pop a three in transition, and it's good. Hae-Jung Lee, I believe, with a couple threes so far in the first quarter. 15-14. Spurs coming to the game 3-1. The Jazz are 1-2. Oh, gosh, I don't know who this is for the Jazz. There is a headband guy, though, taking a three in the corner, and it's good. 18-14. Bart, I agree. I think all of our all of our draft picks this year are going to spend time in Austin. And Jaden Quintans, if he does play at all this season, I think that's going to be in Austin as well, as we have a missed three for San Antonio. 18-14, under 3 minutes to go. Turnover for the Jazz. Spurs ball. Gillespie going to launch another three. This one's good. Jacoby. He does have a fun name, I'll give him that. 18-17, 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Jazz ball. Darryn Peterson's going to get fouled. Damian, that's a darn good question with David Jones-Garcia. I think we do have an open roster spot. I want to double check. We're going to commercial break. We are going to a commercial break. Let's look at the San Antonio Spurs roster while we're in said break. I think we have 14 on the roster. But I want to double check, and I think our two ways are taken up. Let's go to basketball reference. I'll go to basketball reference for the roster while we're in timeout. David's saying one open roster spot and one open two-way contract. Let's see. Harrison Barnes. Oh, this isn't right. This is last year's roster, or last season's roster. We'll go to Sport Track, which will have all the contracts. That will actually probably be a better lock. We have, it shows 13. Fox, Vassell, Johnson, Wemby, Champagnie, Harris, Harper, Cornette, Castle, Barnes, Bryant, JQ, and Terrace Reed Jr. They don't have Jordan McLaughlin on there, so that's 14. The two ways should be Ingram's out. David Jones-Garcia has not accepted his two-way right? And then Malik Brown and Jacoby Gillespie have. So you guys are right. It's 14. They don't have Jordan McLaughlin on the main roster yet on Sport Track. But yeah, we do have an open roster spot. Edsel at Spurs and Jazz. You all seen the sports world is mad. I don't get what they're mad at. They're saying, I saw Kendrick Perkins, who of course has the worst takes ever. I just saw a blip of him saying something that it's setting a bad precedent or it's not good. It's like, what is it not? Didn't Jalen Brunson do the same thing so he could have a better team? And then Wemby does it and all of a sudden it's a bad thing? These guys are multimillionaires as it is. He's going to be making an average of $50+ million a year. Would you rather win a championship and make $50 million a year or not win a championship and make $55 to $60 a year? At what point, plus his endorsements, etc., what point is winning more important than money? I say winning's more important. I mean, if you're making that kind of money, winning's more important. And if you win, you'll probably get more money anyway because you'll get more, opportunities for commercials or similar merchandise. Spurs ball after Jazz missed. They are down by 1, 2:15 to go in the first quarter. RJ Davis with the ball for San Antonio into the paint. Kicks it out to Milicic, who's going to launch an off-balance three. No good. Jazz rebound. Is Emmanuel Miller on a two-way? Shoot, I don't know. I keep forgetting about him. I finally know who he is now. I did not know who he was last season. He played, I think, for 3 different teams in the G League. He's played okay for us. Hae-Jung Lee with the ball for the Spurs. Takes up a three. Hae-Jung Lee is shooting some threes tonight. Davis is a new CBA in 2023. Holy crap, that's a few years away. Is 15 roster spots and 3 two-way contracts. So that's similar to right now. But that's during regular season and can carry more than those 18 for training camp to see who makes the roster. Okay, so they're going to be more to look. You can see more players. Austin Reeves took less. Yeah, I haven't really took a look around the world, say if you will, the sports world to see if Wemby's getting heavily criticized. I saw some criticism from Spurs fans saying he should have taken even less. In the end, it's his money. There's a turnover by the Jazz. Haijun Lee on the fast. I'm sorry, not Haijun Lee. That is Melendez. Miss. The putback by Terrace Reed Jr. is good, and that is our first Thunder of the night. Whoops. I didn't mean to shut the Thunder Dunk of Justice off short there. I was trying to stop the clock. Spurs will after turnover. Manuel Miller seems like a selfish player. He doesn't like sharing the ball. He could also be trying to do too much in Summer League. Yeah, Callie Morgan. Melendez jumper in the paint is good. You know what? Got to go by the old adage. Who cares what people think? The sports world can whine and cry all they want. If our team's winning multiple championships, that's all we're going to care about, right? There's a huge block by Terrace Reed Jr. Jazz retained possession. Little, no, that's in my house. Jazz still have the ball. A lot of work being done here by a headband guy. Headband guy into the paint, misses a layup. I don't know who the hell that is for the Jazz, but he had a headband. Spurs ball. Eyes on Lee for three again. That one's short. I don't mind that shot. Going for a little 2-for-1. Jazz in transition. Layup missed. The putback missed. And the Spurs come down with the ball. The shot clock is off. They are up 24-18 with 17 seconds to go. Terrace Reed Jr. had the Thunder Dunk. Area 51 is here. Neville Garza, thank you for stopping in. Hey, baby. I keep forgetting Miller's got our third two-way contract. Seriously. At the buzzer, Melendez for three. No good. Spurs will take a 6-point lead into the second quarter. And yes, Jacob, headband guy is one of the classic TSR calls that I've been using for years. If I don't know who a player is and he has a headband, he is headband guy. Or if he's got some other distinguishing feature about him. Green shoes guy. Sometimes I'll even just have to resort to random white dude. That's all I got. Kenny, I am back at it. I was going to take a week off. You know, it's tough as a content creator because sometimes you get punished by YouTube with the algorithm if you take time off. But I think I needed it. I think admittedly was probably... I wish I did the short on Jacob Toby being fired a little differently. I don't regret flipping him off, for the record. But I wish I prefaced that by saying you had a dream job and you blew it. And then you absolutely suck with the middle finger. But I literally had 30 seconds to shoot it. I had to get back to work, so that's all I had. That's all I could come up with in the spur of the moment, pun intended. The time off was good, and I hope to get back to doing 2 to 3 videos a week. Even though there won't be a lot of news in August, September, I do have videos planned, and I really want to get the music videos back on track again because I want to get those back on track again. Players should take less money to put more money in a billionaire owner's pocket. An all-time bat. Who said that? Or players shouldn't. Oh, was that a Kendrick Perkins, David? I mean, in the end, again, it's up to the players. When Stephon Castle's extension comes up, if he decides to take $5 million less a year, and then Harper does too, to keep the core together, good. I'd like to keep the core together. I think Wendy's contract is right where it should be. I don't think he should have taken less like some folks think he should. It's a huge contract, $250 million over 5 years. Last year, I believe, is a player option. I don't see what the issue is. Kenny, I needed some rest. You know, we had been going strong live streaming straight from October to this month, really. And, you know, spending a little time with Miss TSR, always a good thing. You know, this channel is very important to me. The Spurs are very important to me, but God, family, friends, and Miss TSR falls in that little niche right between family and friends because she's not just a friend, but we're not married, so she's not family. She's in that little spot there, and you got to make sure you got to take care of your personal life. And you know, we had fun this weekend doing the Spartans and getting out and just relaxing. And I did, for the record, I did bring my computer to where we were going to be Saturday and Sunday, but the connection was not very good. I have 1,000 internet. Where we were had 100/10, and I think a lot of people were sharing it. And I really felt like if I tried going live, I'd keep losing connection, which would make it an extremely frustrating experience. So I made the call, you know what? We're not going to live stream the first game, and then the second game, I legit did feel kind of beat up. I was not really feeling up to it on that one. By the way, we had a free throw for the Jazz, 24-20. Sorry, I'm rambling here. A lot of times players will queue stuff up and then release them when they're... Yeah, David, I should have did that. I could have shot some videos, but I just wanted a break. There's a turnover by the Spurs. Jazz on the run, and random white guy goes for a dunk, but he proved white men can't jump and had to convert his dunk into a layup as he got right at the rim. He was just a few inches short of putting that thing down. 24-22, Spurs up by 2. Jacoby Gillespie is going to turn it over, and now a fast break for the Jazz again. And this one is hammered down by number 99, whoever that is. And the Spurs have gotten sloppy with the basketball in the second quarter, and somehow the Summer League Spurs are mirroring the real Spurs who had turnover troubles in the second quarter. Unbelievable. Area 51, I'm sure as well. Kai Soto decided to go back to play for Philippines instead of Dragon. Oh, did he? Theodore, thank you for stopping in. I like the hashtags. I do have a Kai Soto follow-up video planned at some point. Gillespie in the paint misses a layup. Terrence Reed Jr. offensive rebound, kicks it out for 3. The 3 is no good, and it is Jazz ball. And the Jazz on a break again, but it gets broken up by Kelly. Jazz are getting out on transition right now. Even the NBA Player Association was allowing for a bit of back and forth. Okay. Reed, Guy on Prince, you're welcome. He's looking okay. He's had in this summer league, he's had a lot of great moves and spin moves to get to the rim or around the rim, but the shots aren't dropping. It kind of reminds me of, and I hate to do this to him, but Calvin Johnson in the playoffs would keep getting to the rim and around the rim, but he just couldn't get the shots to drop. He couldn't get the balls to drop into the rim. What's up, Nico? Thank you for stopping in. I hear Toby's replacement in your... Edgar, I don't think the Spurs would hire me. I'd be a little too controversial because I'm a bit of a homer. I'd be a huge homer. And if you look around the channel, you know, I do rarely swear, but I don't know if they would take a chance on somebody that you know, I'm sure there'd be a provision in my contract. First time swearing live is a warning. Second time you're fired, and I would not swear live. But I'd say there's a 0.000% chance I ever sit next to Sean Elliott. But I certainly would consider it if they came a-knocking. Yeah, there's a 3 for the Spurs, and it's good. Who shot that? Who's number 35? I don't know. 27-24. Who is number 35 for the Spurs? The Spurs are 7 of 16 from 3. The Jazz are 1 of 4. Miko, are you being serious? Princeton, Amazon Prime. Yeah, Miko, Jacob Toby got fired. He cheated on his girlfriend, which many of you said TSR should not get fired for that. There's another 3 no good for San Antonio. Reed Jr. with the rebound. I think the reason he got fired is he cheated on his girlfriend with Lindy Waters' sister. So he hooked up with a player's relative, which there's probably some kind of fraternization no in their contracts or just in general. And I think that was the final nail in the coffin for him. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. There's a runner for the Jazz, no good, 27-24. Guy, I watched him at UConn. He looked good. Cop and counter, the scoreboard's right above me. It is 27-24. Make it 29-24. Jacoby Gillespie gets in the paint. Or plays training. Jacob, there's probably footage of Stefan Castle with the guard whisperer. I don't know about anybody else at the moment. There's another miss for Utah. Spurs ball. Milicic Jr. with the rebound will drop it off to Gillespie as he'll bring it up the court. No, Guy, they're not. Can sports guy like... So, Stingray, I do look for sports-related stuff while I'm looking for comics. I did go to the Brimfield Flea Market yesterday, which is a huge flea market, the biggest one in the United States. There's a 3 for San Antonio. That was Kelly again, right? Yeah, Miles Kelly for 3. Kelly again. I went to the biggest flea market in the United States yesterday. Me missed his TSR. There's a foul by the Spurs on a 3-point shot. We got a free throw that worth possibly 3 points coming up for the Jazz by Bates. Big flea market. I didn't pick up as much as I did the last 2 times. It was kind of smaller, but I still had a good time. And the Fill-A-Box video, that will actually be shot tomorrow, and I'll have that ready for next Monday. Probably tomorrow, which is early for me. On school, I got to root for the Spurs. I'm a Spurs fan. That should be obvious by the backdrops here. It's obviously there's a lot of Spurs stuff here. We're up by 8. I'm contributing to the win. We're up by 8, and if they can win this game, not only to go 3-1 in the Las Vegas Summer League, but it'd be their first win in Summer League where I'm calling the game, because I've called 4 prior Summer League games, all of the California Classic where they went 0-3. I called the first game of the Vegas Summer League. They lost that game. So they're 0-4 when I am live, 2-0 when I'm not. Could be worse. Could have been Dylan Harper's mom. Well, Fonsoin, that would be a lot worse. I would agree. Lenny Waters is not going to be on the team. Dylan Harper is obviously going to be here for a long time, hopefully his whole career. Prior to the start of free agency, Austin Reeves agreed to a 4-year, $185 million deal to stay in Los Angeles. However, the two sides adjusted the contract to help the team's flexibility. There you go. Wes, are we on an 8-0 run? I didn't even realize that. I did see footage of Wemby playing soccer as well, or football. Guy says the thing people are missing with the Spurs is Carter Bryant. He has elite upside and I believe in his worth ethic, but where monster incoming. I think he's going to be... He'll probably get more minutes, but I don't know what his ceiling is. Hopefully his ceiling is starter. And then I've said this before on the channel, ideally our starting lineup in a few years will be Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, Carter Bryant, Jaden Quintance, and Victor Wembanyama. And they're talking about our guys under contract, Castle, Vassell, Champagny, Harper, Fox, Wemby, all under contract between 28 and 32. I believe Castle will get extended next year. We're a good shot. We're in a good spot. Good shot, good spot. Yes, it has Stingray. Actually, it has been a long time since we've seen the Spurs win on a TSR stream. Probably over a month. It's been over a month since I've called the Spurs win. What's up, James? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I did. I do the Summer League every year. I did the first 4 games. I missed the next 2 due to being on a little mini vacation with Miss TSR. That free throw is good. That's 3 points. But I'm glad to be back, you know? Malik Brown was out there, David. He hit a 3. I haven't seen him lately. There's a almost turnover for the Spurs. Gillespie gets the ball back, and now we have a whistle. I have our first super chat of the night by the Drew Show. Drops the $5. Says, Corliss apparently has DL'd the Spurs, downloaded, is that what we mean? The Spurs offensive system and installed it today. He spent last name was, spent the, I'm missing out on SF. I'm sorry, Joshua. He spent the SF and last game installing and tweaking the defense. Yes, the defense has definitely been tweaked, and I like it as well. The Spurs, when I was calling the games, were struggling big time. He's obviously made some adjustments, and the team is doing much better. Saul77, there's a metal Go Spurs Go on the channel. All it is Go Spurs Go with a metal riff, but I do have a metal Go Spurs Go on the channel. It's one of the oldest music videos on the channel. That's back when I used to play everything. I have dipped into Suno for doing music. However, once I get to 12 or 13 songs for the next album, which is just, I put them on a CD as a collection of 12, the last song I might try to play everything again. I think I'd like to try to do that. I have a Wemby Slaughter to Veil song, or Slaughter Veil cover that's Wembyized. I'd have to relearn the song, but August, September would be the time to do that. And there's a dunk attempt. The dunk is no good, but the ball still goes in. That was Darryn Peterson trying to get some air. Was a little off with the dunk, but it's still got the bucket. 32-29. Jazz on a 5-0 run at the moment. Darryn Peterson with 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. RJ Davis going to drive, and the teardrop is good. Do Shaq voice. RQ3, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I know you don't like our Spurs. I don't like the Thunder.
Hey, this is Shaq. The Spurs is yours. Play pretty good. I'm gonna get chunks of Krispy Kreme donuts and try to sign up for the general. You'll save some money on insurance.
I don't know. That's all I got. That was terrible. Spurs ball, and there's was that Haijong Lee for 3 again? I saw a 3. Oh, it's a 2. It was a 2. It was a long 2. Jazz ball. The runner by Peterson in the paint is no good. Foul going to line for 1. Guy, I like Carter Bryant as well. And Blick, the Thunder are good. Yes. Way to get a Yodi boop to start the stream. Boop. Jeez. TSR with the rust. Darryn Peterson at the line with his little mini pineapple. Chris Sinak Jr. You know, admittedly, I wanted him at 20. And he could play now. He's healthy. Jaden Quintance, if he can stay healthy and develop into the player that he originally was going to be a top 10 pick. If he can become that guy, then he could be the steal of the draft. But there's a lot of ifs there. And we have a foul by the Jazz. Just read up on Reeves' contract. Max amount for year one with yearly increases less than 8%. $5 million savings over 5 years. Not much of it. No, I guess not much of a discount. Whereas Wemby saved the Spurs $50 million. Yes, there are 2 summer leagues. There is the California Classic where the Spurs went 0-3, and now the Las Vegas Summer League where the Spurs are 2-1, looking to go 3-1, which would get us in the Summer League playoffs, right? I believe. Nice forward pause. It's a trading pineapple. Spurs ball. Almost turned it over. 3 on the shot clock. Gillespie for 3 is an air ball. You know, Mike, and that's what I talk about in today's video, is I think the biggest key, and some of you agreed with me, the biggest step for the Spurs isn't signing Tobias Harris or re-signing Harrison Barnes or Jordan McLaughlin, or even the 4 guys they drafted. Haijun Lee for 2, no good. Jazz ball. It's going to be the development of the core. And by the core, I mean Wemby, Castle, Harper, and Bryant. The Jazz get a layup. If they all take another step next year, because I think most of you would agree Castle has to work on his game, but he took a big step from year 1 to year 2. If he takes another step from year 2 to year 3, and Harper does that, and Bryant does that, and Wemby gets even more Wemby, Lee's going to be in trouble. There's a turnover by San Antonio. Pull-up 3 for the Jazz is no good by a headband guy, but we have a foul in the paint as we have a couple players go down. Wessels goes down for the Spurs. I forgot he was on the team. My top 5 players on the Spurs or in the NBA? Yeah, James, I've openly said I don't like De'Aaron Fox's contract because as soon as I saw it, I was thinking long-term. Fox's contract, Wemby extension, Castle extension, Harper extension. I immediately... Did we have Harper when we got him? Or maybe we just had the second-round pick and we hadn't drafted him. But I was looking big picture. I was like, this is not going to work long-term. I do like him, and I hope he has a redemption type of year next season. And when the Spurs are in the playoffs, he plays much better and shows people, hey, this is why you brought me in. But I've never loved his contract. Bez Mabang at the line. I don't know if that M is silent or not. Carlos, you hope the Spurs don't sign who? Oh, John Doe, in the league, top 5 players in any order. Victor Wembanyama, SGA, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. I think a healthy Giannis would still be top 5, wouldn't he? I don't know how he's going to do with the Miami Heat. Whenever a player switches teams, there's always that question mark. What kind of production are you going to get in a new environment? I would say probably those. Healthy Giannis probably still top 5. As the ball is blocked out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Spurs 16 on the shotgun. We're going to a timeout. Andrew says, hello. I was wondering, I thought you said you wouldn't be streaming. No, I did. So Andrew, I streamed the first 4 games. I put up the 2 community posts that I couldn't stream over the weekend because I had plans. But now that I'm back, I'm back home, I am streaming the games again. I don't know if I'm going to stream all of them. We'll see what the interest like is in this game. I'll still watch them, but it is the summer and I'm ready to have a little time off from streaming. I enjoy hanging with you guys. I really do, but it's been a long year between October and right now of streaming. And if I was single and had less hobbies, that wouldn't be an issue, but I am not single. I am in a relationship with somebody. I have a lot of hobbies that take up a lot of time, and this is a hobby as well, and sometimes it's tough to make everything. There's only 24 hours in a day. Reed is playing, and Carter Bryant is not, so of course I have him on the thumbnail. Cooper Flag, top 5, not yet. I don't think not top 10 either. Eventually, top 10, maybe top 5. Yes, if he continues to develop the way that he's projected to, sure. But right now, no, I don't think so. Chris says the current roster construction won't work money-wise. I agree. And I've also said I think Fox will be gone after next season via trade, or he'll get released or get taken via expansion. Mike says all I know is Wemby and Harper will both be top 5 NBA player. Wow, that is, if that happens, that we have like a modern day Shaq and Kobe type situation where you have a big and a guard. Spurs, XYBA. Spurs all the way. Mr. Fred, I believe Dylan Harper will be 6th man of the year next year. He's going to get 30 minutes plus a game, but I don't see a situation where he's starting. I see a lot of people saying TSR, De'Aaron Fox to the bench. You can't put a player making north of $50 million on the bench because now you are absolutely tanking his trade value. Nobody wants to pay $50 million for a guy coming off the bench. Over $50 million. If you want to move De'Aaron Fox at some point next year, we have another foul. He's got to start, and he needs to rehab his trade value. He was good in the regular season. He was an all-star, too, forever. That's worth. But his struggle in the playoffs, I know he was injured, but he struggled in the playoffs and really struggled in the finals, and that did not help his trade value. So they got to rehab his trade value a little bit as Darryn Peterson going to the line for 1. That still feels wrong to say. I hope the NBA never adopts this 1 free throw rule because I actually hate it. Feels weird. Yep, Dave, I posted that in the community notes. JQ's surgery went well today, so no time frame when we'll see him. But I'm glad it went well. And there's another turnover by the Spurs and a fast break layup. All tied up at 39. Arcu 3, it's equal. It's actually equal. I am equal Giants fan to Spurs. Same amount of love for both teams. I've been a fan actually of both teams for 36 years. Now here's the difference. I don't enjoy calling football or doing long-form football videos. What I mean by that is like in the 8 to 10 minute videos I do on the Spurs during the day. I don't enjoy that. I've done it on the channel before. I tried calling football. I've tried doing long-form videos. And it just isn't me. But I do love watching the Giants. It's been hard watching the Giants the last decade, but I've been watching the team suck for the last decade on the regular and still continue to watch, which that tells you anything. I still love the team. I just don't love the way they've been playing as we have a pull-up in the paint. Air ball. Is that Peterson with that air ball? Spurs ball all tied at 39, 2 minutes to go. Now the Yankees, I will concede, are below the Giants and Spurs. I do care more about the Giants and Spurs than I do the Yankees. Gillespie for 3. Let's go. 42-39. What happened? Mr. Fred, I don't know what happened to Keldon in the playoffs. He didn't play well. There's a turnover for the Jazz. 42-39. Spurs on the run. And never mind, the Jazz get back in transition. 42-39, a minute 35 to go. 14 on the shot clock. And the little runner is good by Kelly. 44-39. Edsel, go Spurs to you. Nice, Mike. I have no idea what's happening in the World Cup. The USA lost. I know that. John DeSantos, Spurs to you. I don't know what's going on here in the chat. What's up, Corby? I see Carl's talking about Damian about cheating. Play nice. Just please play nice. I don't know what's going on. I hope you're having fun with whatever it is. I don't want to see any arguments in the chat. 44-39, and Darryn Peterson to the line again. Has he been training with SGA with all these free throws? Now, it's not going to look like a lot of free throws if you look at the box score because they only take 1 free throw whenever they're fouled. But he's been at the line quite a bit tonight. 44-41, Spurs ball, Jacoby Gillespie with it. Screened by Terrence Reed Jr. Gillespie going to drive into the paint. And he's going to turn the ball over. Jazz on the run again. There's a little Euro step layup. Is that an and 1? I think we have an and 1 coming up. Jay Little sucks. What's going on? Go Summer Spurs go. You know what? Let's get a Go Spurs go up. Argentina keeps winning in comebacks. Has that been Argentina's MO? They just keep coming back every time? I think I did see Argentina versus Spain as the World Cup, but I don't get confirmed that. Another free throw for the Jazz, and that will give them the... Is it only worth 1? Wait, what? All right, I'm confused. It's 44 all. I thought it was 45-44. It's 44 all. I don't know what just happened. Gillespie with the ball. Drops it off to RJ Davis. Back to Gillespie. Catch and shoot 3 is in and out. Jazz ball looking to take the lead. FYI, if you're not aware, halftime is only 8 minutes long in the Summer League as opposed to 15 minutes long. We have an offensive foul in the Jazz, and the quarters are 10 minutes as opposed to 12. Guadalupe, I like Wemby at 30 minutes per game. Up to 36 if they need him, but I like him at, well, 30 might be a little off. 32 minutes a game. Do it for Manu, nice. YRG, how much was Argentina down against England? And now the refs are standing there. Are we going to have a review or challenge or something? I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay, Damon, I got it. Plushies had a good break. Actually, I got a little picture you guys might find. We're going to a challenge, it looks like. For those of you that like the plushies, I have a really cute picture of Yodi and Slothy at the lake. I think you guys will appreciate this. For those of you that like the plushies, I don't see why you wouldn't. I think this is great. There they are, sitting at the lake. I almost posted that on the community post to see if, maybe one of you guys would like it. I don't know. 35 of the Spurs looks like Georgie from Young Sheldon. I have no idea who that is. I don't know what they're reviewing, Don. Oh, they might be reviewing for a flagrant. It's an official review. This might be a review for a flagrant as one of the Jazz players, I don't know if it was Peterson, somebody else threw an elbow, and I think it was RJ Davis, ate the people's elbow. Wemby wants to win MVP, so he can't be playing under 30 minutes. Yeah, exactly, Fonsoy. He's got to be playing over 30, at least 32. Beyond the box, what's going on? Marco, who should put money on? I got you covered. Who should Marco put money on? I am Groot. There you go. Got you covered, man. No, Dragon of Lore. I do not like the Universes Beyond. I have not bought any Marvel Universes Beyond. I don't like it. I play Magic so I can play in their universe with angels, demons, and dragons, and elves, and zombies, etc. I love Marvel. I don't mind Star Trek. I don't want to see those properties all over the game because then I just don't like it. Plus, with these sets, they keep power creeping everything. I don't like the direction of the game, so I really haven't bought any new Magic cards since 2022. I think they just called an offensive foul on the Jazz. There's no flagrant. Spurs ball. Gillespie with the pull-up is good. Trying a 2-for-1. Spurs take the lead 46-44. And now we have a... What are we waiting for? We're just waiting now. All right, they finally get the ball to Darryn Peterson. 46-44, Spurs up by 2. They come into the game 2-1, and the Jazz come in the game 1-2. Spurs looking to go 3-1, and I believe they make the Summer League playoffs. Peterson with the ball starts to drive, gets it to the paint, and pulls up, and it's going to be short. Jazz get the ball back. Shot clock is off. We have a drive, a kick out, and a runner is also no good. The putback is no good, and that's how we're going to end the half. 46-44. Spurs up by 2. Groot with words of wisdom. Indeed, Corey. Yodi and Potato gets... Nice, Jay Little. We are getting close to 100 thumbs up, guys. Can we get 100 thumbs up before halftime is over? We're still 75 away. Let me drop a little Greg Popovich here. Mike, I agree. I think 32 minutes is kind of that sweet spot. You don't want to play him too little, so by the time the playoffs roll around, he's used to playing 30 minutes only. He's going to have some nights where he plays 36 minutes, 38 minutes. Granted, I don't think he'll do that on back-to-backs, but they'll be strategic with it. I agree, Carberry. B-Bear, what's going on? Mark, shout out from the Philippines to you. D7, what's going on? Carlos, it was just a joke. I think you're taking it a little too personally. Best thing to do is let it go. And I need to take that my own advice too. When somebody comes in and trolls me, I just need to ignore it. And I've been doing better with the videos. A lot of people, you guys should have seen last week. People hated this channel. I've set a record for most people saying I'm never watching your channel again with the Keldon Johnson video. I don't know what I said in that video that triggered people, but my goodness, people are letting me know they hated TSR Sports. All good though. I thought the D&D sets him back. So I don't mind D&D because it is on theme. D&D is, creature based, very similar to a lot of the stuff in Magic the Gathering. And Wizards of the Coast owns both companies. So I didn't mind that because it felt connected. But the other stuff, they are going too wild, and there's too much of it. There's way too much of it. I like Jacoby. 7 Oracle. Carlos, I'm just saying, just let it go. You're letting him get to you is what I'm saying. And now you're taking me away. I'm being taken away from talking basketball because people are arguing in the chat. It's best to let it go. He mentioned a random piece. He's making a joke in regards to what happened with, Jacob Toby. It's not actually towards you or your family at all. It's maybe a bad joke, but best thing to do is let it go. Both of you. I shouldn't be focusing on this. What's up, Mark? Thank you for stopping in. Mike, I'm hoping to do a That's My Johnson song. I have it written. I haven't recorded the vocals as of yet. My girlfriend, Miss TSR, does not like it, but my buddies did. So after I get the Slingin' That D music video up, it's going to be followed by That's My Johnson. I do have an NBA Finals song I did, but I don't know if you guys have been interested. It's basically about the Spurs shooting too many threes. It was an old death metal song I did that I converted to a Spurs song. So I don't know if I'll do that. We'll see. They started doing the Prescott dance. The who? Crash Farmer Go Spurs Go to you. Let's get to the halftime stats. Naz, Dylan Harper can play, but he's not going to play in Summer League. Your stars like your Wembys, your Harpers, your Castles, your guys that are established, your De'Aaron Foxes, your LeBron James. Those type of players do not play in Summer League. I was actually surprised to see Carter Bryant was on the Summer League roster. Very surprised Carter Bryant was on the Summer League roster. He only played 2 games. He had one rusty game, then he had one good game, and now he is done. Spurs outscored the Jazz 24-18 in the first. They got outscored 26-22 in the second. For the Jazz, Orlando Robinson with 4, Darryn Peterson with 11, Bez Mabing with 9, Anderson Garcia with 2, Tamer Bates with 9. Off the bench, not much going on. Matthew Cleveland with 2, Justin Harmon and Jonas Adu with 0. I don't know who these guys are. Hayden Gray with 2, Blake Hinson with 5. For the game, the Jazz are shooting 38, 14, 80. They've turned the ball over 6 times. We have turned the ball over 6 times as well. The Spurs are shooting 42, 42, nothing. We haven't taken a free throw. Jazz have taken 10, which would be the equivalent of at least 20 free throws, because don't forget it's a 1 free throw rule. The Spurs have not taken a free throw. We have taken 24 threes, though. Holy crap, no wonder why we're not taking free throws. The Spurs have taken 24 threes in the first half. Okie dokie. For San Antonio, Terrace Reed Jr. with 4, 5, and 3. Malik Brown with 3. Jacoby Gillespie with 10. He is taking a lot of shots, though. He's 4 of 11. Miles Kelly with 8. RJ Davis with 4. Off the bench, we got Harry Wessels, Igor Milicic Jr., and Zakai Ziegler with 0. RJ Melendez with 2. Miles Barnes-Stable with 6. And Haijung Lee with 9. That is our halftime stats for the game. Spurs looking to clinch. Correct me if I'm wrong. We clinch a playoff spot if they win, right? Anybody know that for sure? And then they have a chance at the Summer League Championship, which, chance at the Summer League Championship. I got to fix my on the court. Got a little messed up there when I was moving stuff around. Does it go right there? We good? We good? I see a super chat. I'll get to that in just a moment. All right, looks like we are... Yeah, we're good. All right, to the chat. Tudo, my man, it's been a hot minute with the $5 super chat. Says, salute and respect to Richie King of Sports Media, our New York Giants paisano. Greetings from our entire Italian national rugby team currently in Sydney, Australia. Cheers, mate. Tudo, my man. Hopefully you're doing good. Giants season starts in, 6 weeks, 7 weeks? I'm looking forward to Giants football. I know I only do shorts with the Giants and songs on occasion, but I still love our Giants despite how bad they've been the last decade. But I think there are good things coming for the Giants. If Jackson Dart can stay healthy, That's huge. Cam Scadwood coming back. Malik Neighbors coming back. I like our draft picks. We got Harbaugh's our coach. I feel like we can go over 500 this year. I don't know about making the playoffs, but over 500 seems very possible. 5 Lug Racing. Thank you for stopping in. All right, what do we got here? Boy, I better bet my rent money on Spurs. You bet your rent money on the Spurs, Lupus? I hope not. Whew. Napalm Deaths did NPR's Tiny Desk concert. What? I'm excited for next season 5 Lug. I'm excited for a break too. For those that don't know, I took a little time off this weekend from really everything Spurs related, except for some community posts, and I did one quick short about Wemby signing his contract. Sometimes you need a little time off. You know, we've been going hard on this channel, plus I have the second channel, Philobox Comics, where I do a video every week. I have not taken a week off from that yet because it's just been a video week, and I've been very easily able to maintain consistency over there. I will never be a Cowboys fan, no. Never, ever, ever. Nope. Seventh Oracle, I would never bet on Summer League either because it's so risky. As Becky Udalbesh, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Halftime is only 8 minutes in the Summer League, so it's probably over any minute now. Because I was chatting with you guys, then we went over to halftime stats. So yeah, the halftime might be over quickly. I have not had an off-season, Damon. You're actually right. I have not had an off-season. In this channel's history, except for the first year, I have always had an off-season starting around April 15th, which is when the Spurs would be done with their season because they were always eliminated from the playoffs except for a few random playing games. And this year we went to the finals, and then from the finals we went into the NBA draft, free agency, into Summer League. So no, I had not had an off-season yet. I know there's a lot of streamers out there that stream all year round, every night of the week. Maybe that's their full-time job. I don't know. I can't do that. I have a lot of things that I enjoy off of YouTube, so I am looking forward to an off-season. But I'm not looking forward to... I don't plan on stopping content. I do have a lot of videos planned for August and September, whereas last year you generally saw 0 Spurs videos in those months. It'd be like a video every 2 weeks. I do think we'll be a little more consistent with content. And a couple new things as well that I'm going to be putting out. There's a turnover by the Spurs. Vip, nobody's won yet because the game is still going. I don't understand why it's a contract controversy, Mike. It shouldn't be. People are making, people just, the amount of LeBron videos I've seen in the last week on where he's going, it's like anything that get clicks, they'll put out there. I mean, yes, I like to get clicks as well, but I've also, I'm doing content right now that doesn't get the clicks, quite frankly. Where are they now in the former Spurs? That's not going to get a lot of clicks, and it didn't. Just kind of an off-season recap like I did today. Not really popular. People like the rumory stuff, the rage stuff that gets you going, and I got nothing on tap with stuff like that. Well, the Colin Johnson video was apparently a rage video. Jazz ball having trouble getting in. They finally do. Spurs up 46-44 at 9:20 to go. Darryn Peterson is playing in the second half. He has the ball at the moment, kicks it out. And we have a drive by, I don't know who that is, but it's a layup for the Jazz, all tied up at 46. Yes, I am, Damon. You're right. There's a pull-up by Gillespie. Back rim, no good. Offensive rebound for San Antonio. That was Malik Brown with the rebound. Gets it to Harris Jr. Brown in the paint. Going to miss the shot. And we do have a whistle. And I think it's going to be our first free throw of the night. Yeah, it is, Biz. It is. Poet James GT, true. Isaac says, bet on both teams. And whoever is losing the fourth quarter, cash out. Can you do that? David, I'm not doing a Fire Mitch video, though. I don't. What's up, Six Funk? I don't believe in Fire Mitch. Mike, I mean, I could still change the thumbnail. Although he's not in jail. We have a technical free throw for Haijung Lee. Not sure why he shot a T, but it's 47-46. I see what you're saying, but I think that... I don't think I put Primo on the thumbnail. I didn't. Because I was pretty sure Spurs fit... Did I? Or maybe I did. I know Derek White was on there. DeJounte Murray, who's not getting any love. Jakob Poeltl was on the thumbnail. Free throw's good. Drawing a blank. Billy, I think we were the second youngest team ever to the NBA Finals. But yeah, I don't know why people want to fire the coaches. There's a turnover. Jacoby Gillespie takes it down into the paint for a layup, 51-46. Quick three down the other end for the Jazz is no good. The ball is swatted out, and it's still Jazz ball. Jumper in the paint is good. 51-48. So, Carlos, after this, I think if the Spurs win, they'll be in the Summer League playoffs, so there would be more streams. If the Spurs lose, I believe the rest of the games aren't going to really matter, so I probably will then be done after that, yes. Damian, I don't, do it for the views. I do like getting views, but I don't want to. It's a really tough fine line as a content creator where you try to make a video you enjoy, a video that you think your fans will enjoy, or your subscribers, I'd say, as there's a miss by the Jazz by Peterson. Trying to get a thumbnail and title that's catchy that people click on is tough without really fully crossing over into clickbait arena. Gillespie for three, no good. And it's funny, I have one subscriber on the channel that constantly complains about the videos that do better here and saying they're too clickbaity, but then the videos that don't do well, he never comments on whatsoever. So he only watches the videos with the clicky titles. So it's like, what message are you sending me? You're saying you don't like the clicky titles, but they're the only ones you watch. As we have another free throw, I think, for the Spurs coming up. We do. Haijung Lee at the line. I think that is a website. I've never been there, but Kalshi is. I've heard of it. Haijung Lee's free throw's good. That's worth 2 points. 53-48. Jazz ball. Miss TSR should do a who wore it best. I do have a Miss TSR video planned. At least one. And if that works out, we'll have another one. Got some stuff planned for the future. Darryn Peterson pull-up jumper. The midi is no good. Jazz get the rebound. We're going to have a follow-up three from the corner, and it's good. It's a 2-point game. Kalshi sounds like a new diet. I'm like Phil. Haijung Lee is one of the players I've... there's a turnover by the Spurs. I've enjoyed watching the Summer League. He's been a little inconsistent. Darryn Peterson is the paint. Off the glass, good. And we're all tied at 53. Chris, so what I remember watching of Terrace Reed, a little of both. RJ Davis for three, no good, but he's fouled, and this might be a 3-point free throw. I remember Reed had a monster game where he had the 31 points and 27 rebounds. It's tough because I only saw him play live a handful of times this season. But I do remember thinking he might be good on the Spurs, and now he is on the Spurs. He's a good screener. He's a good passer for a big. He's girthy. He weighs, I think, over 260 pounds, so he's not a little dude. I hope so, Snick-a-doodle. Carlos, no argument for me. Bruce Lee's my favorite fighter of all time. I don't know how you would do in the modern, if he was in like the modern UFC because he's under. Obviously, you would not want him against the guys like 6'8", 275 and a professional fighter. But his weight division, which probably be bantamweight, yeah, he would have been a beast. There's a three for the Jazz, all tied at 56. Under 6.5 minutes to go. Spurs ball. Igor Milicic Jr., all sorts of out of control, gets into the paint, gets it to Reed Jr. Reed Jr. is going to kick it out to Gillespie. Jacoby looking to drive, gets a screen by Reed, back to Reed. Reed's runner in the paint is no good. Spurs do get the ball back. Reed was open in the paint, Gillespie didn't see him. Haijung Lee with the ball, going to take a three from the right wing. No good, but he was fouled. Is Giannis a partner over Kalshi? Yeah, Phil, I think Terrace Reed Jr. is around 6'11", 265. And that's what the Spurs need. They need a guy with some girth. They need some guy with some size. Luke is one of the bigger guys on the team at 7'1", 250. Wemby's 7'4", I don't know what he weighs these days, 245, 240, 245. But Reed is our biggest guy. Plumlee was probably the biggest player on the roster last year, but he also barely played as a free throw's good, 59-56. Jazz ball. Yeah, Haru, his touch has been a little off in Summer League, but I like his ability to get close to the rim. He just hasn't been finishing at the rim. Mike, yeah, he probably was less than that. RJ Davis, fadeaway jumper, no good, but he was incredible. Anyway, you know what? In Enter the Dragon, he threw an armbar. You guys remember that at the very beginning of the movie? So early, submission move. There's a foul on the Spurs, and we're going to have a free throw coming up for the Jazz. Miami is the next championship team, 26-27. Wait, Carlos, you think Miami's going to win it all next year? Becca Guerrero, go Spurs, go to you. FF Chef, go Spurs, go. Phil, I don't like the one free throw rule at all. It does throw off the box score because somebody could be 4 or 4 from the line, but they really actually have 8 or 9 or more points. I would love to see, I don't know about you guys, as we're in a timeout, Spurs versus Knicks rematch, and the Spurs beat the Knicks in the rematch. Who's better, Wemby or Jordan? Jordan as in Michael? Look, I'm a Spurs fan. I got Wemby's jersey hanging on my wall. One guy is entering his 4th year and has never won a championship. He's 0-1 in the finals. One guy is 6-0 in the finals with 6 finals MVPs. I love the Spurs, but come on now. Jordan is ahead of Wemby at this moment. Now, if Wemby can pass Jordan, that would be incredible. He's going to have more Defensive Player of the Years. He's already tied Jordan for Defensive Player of the Years. They both have 1. I assume Wemby's not done with Defensive Player of the Years. Wemby's going to win some MVPs. The question is, how many championships is he going to win? Because I think that's going to be a determining factor. If Wemby finishes 4-1 in the finals, would that be enough to surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT? Probably not. Jordan winning 6 titles in 8 years, and the Bulls too, it's not just him, is crazy. I don't know if we'll ever see something like that in the modern NBA again. I hope we do with the Spurs. I'd love to see Wemby win 5 or 6 titles in that time frame, and if him and our Spurs do, then yes, he's going to be in the GOAT talk, but the bar is extremely high. Think about everything LeBron James has done in his career. He has accomplished so much. 4 NBA championships, 10 finals appearances overall. He made the finals, 8 years in a row with Cleveland and Miami. He's got tons of records, but most people, myself included, still have Michael Jordan over LeBron James. So that tells you how high the bar is. And even if you have LeBron over Jordan, it's not like there's a huge gap there. There's a small gap if you have the other way around. And I don't think it's a very big gap, Jordan over LeBron these days either, just because how much he's done and his consistency has been incredible. But I still have Jordan ahead of him. So, Blixby, a lot of people say that, could Jordan do in today's NBA? He'd be a different player. He'd be practicing his threes more than likely, right? The threes were not a big part of the game in the 80s or in the 90s. So he'd probably be a better three-point shooter because he'd be working on it more. His athleticism would translate. He was 6'6" with a 40-plus inch vertical, giant hands. I think he'd do well in today's NBA. I think he'd do very well. And the fact that you can't touch players would only help him even more. And people forget, Jordan had an absolutely lethal mid-range jumper. There's a miss by the Jazz. Probably one of the best mid-range jumpers maybe ever? I don't know. I don't know every player ever that played in the NBA. RJ Davis for 3, no good. But Jordan was a lethal shooter with the mini. Who's the Bruce Lee vegetable sister? Her name is Broccoli. Oh my gosh. I got it. Bible English says Jordan would win 10 championships in this era. I don't know if he would win 10, just because in this current era it's so hard. I mean, we haven't had a team go back-to-back in 8 years. But I do think he'd be a very dominant player. I don't know about 40 points per game. People are like, Jordan would average 40 or 50 in this league. He'd be a different player. Just like any player that you take now. When people say LeBron James couldn't play in the 90s. But it wouldn't be LeBron James you see right now. He'd be playing differently. Because he would grow up with a different style of basketball. He probably wouldn't be flopping as much. Because that crap didn't work in the 80s and 90s. I mean, it did work a little bit. But I mean, he'd be getting his teeth punched in if he kept doing that. There's an alley-oop. No good. Foul. And I think we have another free throw coming up for Utah. Magic the Gathering Johnson. I like that four-pause. People forget how good. Sebastian, it's on Amazon Prime. Larry Bird was freaking incredible in the 80s. The man won 3 MVPs in a row. The free throw is good. That's worth 2. It is 61-58. I don't even know the clock stops when there are free throws. When there's a timeout, when there's a commercial break, halftime. The clock is running right now because they are playing. It is Spurs ball. RJ Davis going to kick it out, and a three-point shot is no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to land in the hands of the Utah Jazz. Jazz ball with around 4:20 to go, and we have another foul. Bible English, I think Burr would probably, yes, do very well. Lupus, I would never bet on any team in the NBA. Phil says, the reason I like the one free throw is because you wouldn't have to make that one shot for those points, so you get one try. You wouldn't have to make that one shot. You're saying you don't have to make the 2 to 3 shots. You just get the one, you get the points or not. It is a little quicker, I'll give you that. But it does, I think that would heavily distort free throw percentage for some players, either positively or negatively. I'm just not a fan. I'm a traditionalist. Just like I don't like the NFL being 17 games, I wish they kept it at 16. 17 is stupid. And there is a turnover by the Jazz. RJ Davis will bring it up for San Antonio and almost turns it over right back. Now we have bodies hitting the floor, and the Spurs will come away with it. All right. Malik Brown with the ball on three-point line gets it back to RJ Davis. We have 8 on the shot clock. Davis gets a screen, drives to his right, into the paint, kicks it out, and the 3 is no good by Igor Milicic Jr. Jazz ball down by 3. You're welcome, I don't even know. And there's a layup for the Jazz. It's now a 1-point game. Bird would tell you what he was going to do, and then he would do it. That's the crazy thing. He would tell you exactly what he's going to do, and then did it. Bird's trash talk in the 80s. There's a 3 by RJ Davis. Is good. He literally said to the opposing team, you're going to put a white guy on me? Hello? Or something like that. He was a great player, but apparently a legendary trash talker, which you wouldn't think looking at him. But he was. 64-60. There's a steal by the Spurs. Igor Milicic Jr. on the run. Gets in the paint. Euro step dunk! Very nice, Igor. That's some thunder. For pause, Bird, we're actually going to a commercial break now. Bird did play a whole game left-handed. Didn't he score like 28 or 30 points playing left-handed or something? In the midst of a young Jordan, MJ, Kareem, etc. Man, yeah. IT Isaiah Thomas, by the way. I'm guessing it's the IT. Yeah, 3 MVPs in a row. That's a hell of a Celtics team, though. Bird, Parrish, McHale. They had Bill Walton for a brief period in there, coming off the bench. Danny Ainge, Dennis Johnson. Carlos, you're only 41? I'll be 49 soon. TSR is old. Bird always looked like he was walking to us. Yes, he did, J. Little. Blixby, I don't know if Darryn Peterson's done. I haven't seen him in a while. It is the second half, so we'll see. I hope not, but I wouldn't be shocked. I have not seen Ace Baylor or Cody Williams tonight. Carter Bryant has not played for the Spurs. What are the Spurs doing? They're winning by 6. 20 of his 47 points were scored left-handed. Wait, did he score 47 points in that game? All right. Not going to lie, I dislike RJ Davis keeps playing terrible. He's not going to be on the... I mean, he might be in the G League, Austin Spurs. He will not make the main roster. No way. My camera feels a little off. Maybe it's a little more over here. Let's see. That goes that way. And then we turn it that way. Nope, no, Jonathan's not on camera. That's not good. I usually move this back a little more. There we go. Now everybody's even more on camera. Fix that a little bit. All right, got to get the couch contingent in here. By the way, so we haven't done this in a while. While we're still in a commercial break, hi, boys and girls. It's me, David Robinson. If you haven't brushed your teeth yet, make sure you do so before you go to bed. Also, make sure you floss and use some mouthwash too. And you have pearly whites like me, the Admiral, David Robinson, DDS. Thank you, David. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. My bad. 66-62. JL's got the remote. And the Spurs hit a 2 while I was putting David Robinson back. Thank you, David. Jonathan on camera. Jazz ball, down by 6. We're going to have a corner 3 by, I don't know who that is, but he has great hair. Arjun Melendez down the other end, misses a layup. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Jazz ball. 2:04 to go, 68-62. Oh, Chris, the Admiral was ridiculously athletic. Crash Farmer, I like Kevin McHale on Cheers as well. Wade Boggs was on there once. Kevin McHale, I think, was on there a couple times. I think Kevin was on a couple times. Maybe 2 episodes? I'd be totally wrong. Darryn Peterson is still playing, by the way. Somebody just asked. Number 22 is on the court with his little mini pineapple. It is Jazz ball. 7 on the shot clock. We have a drive and a foul. We're going to have a free throw coming up for the Utah Jazz. Billy Blippy, I don't remember that. Rob, I am still quite actually bruised up. The elbows are a little taped up or band-aided up. Probably can't really sit. The bruise on my arm has gotten huge. I was going over a 7-foot wall, and as I was going down the other side, I slipped, and the wall hit me in the chest and hit me in the arm. And gravity's a B, apparently. 68-64 after the free throw. Who's the Spurs' best Summer League player? Ooh. Jeez, I don't know. I'd have to, I missed the last game. Honestly, don't know at this moment. Haijung Lee with the runner. Short, no good. Gets his own miss. The putback is good. Nice job, Lee. Rich, who's the worst Spurs player in the history of the team? Joshua Primo count? He's our worst draft pick, I think. I know some people might say Blair or a lot of people hated Bryn Forbes. And we're going to have a foul on the Jazz. A little over a minute to go. The Spurs are up 70-64. Guy Gillespie hasn't shot particularly great, but he's been very active. Who's going to separate shoulders for the Spurs next season? I don't think we have a guy that's going to do that. Lucas Samanic. The thing is, you also have to go by draft position. Lucas Samanic was a 19th overall pick and never, ever developed into anything. He never developed anything. As we have a free throw coming up for Haijung Lee. Primo was the, 12th overall pick? And lasted 1 season and 4 games with the Spurs. I know he was released because of his ding-dong. Nonetheless, it was an absolute waste of a lottery pick. Salmonich, or Sandwich, as he's been called on the channel, was not a lottery pick. Only played 2 years with the Spurs, but he lasted longer than Primo. Tuno, what the $5 super chat says? Richie Mate, please pray for my upcoming victims against Aussie. Luzaz Saturday, July 18th at 4 a.m. Eastern. Holy moly, I won't be up at that time. Keeping Sydney hospitals busy all day. Thank you, Zuba. Hey, have a good game, my man. Good luck. Stay healthy. Big thing. What the Spartan races like me and my girlfriend just did. Don't die. Don't get injured, and finish the game, or in your case, win the game. Good luck, my man. My plans for the weekend: Texan Swarm. It's kind of open right now. I do want to go to my local comic shop either Saturday or Sunday with Miss TSR. She hasn't been there in a long time. Get her a dirty chai. Hang out with the owner, who's really cool. And he put some comics aside for me from a collection he got in. I don't know what he wants from them yet. I imagine he's not going to try to rake me over the coals. Pick those up. I'd like to hit a flea market again if possible somewhere in Connecticut that I haven't been to before. I kind of got the flea market bug after last weekend. And I'd like to hit a couple. I have a list of ones I've never been to, and I'd like to check some of those out this summer before the summer's over and flea market season's over. Spurs up by 10. There's a miss by the Jazz. Spurs up by 10. Hey, we're up by 10. I've not called the win in the Summer League yet, so it's long overdue. Gillespie with the ball for San Antonio. Starts drive, gets into the paint. The layup is good. We're up by 12. Shot clock is off for the Jazz. They can hold for the last shot of the quarter, which would be quarter number 3. 76-64. The Spurs on pace to crack 100. Clock winding down. There's a pull-up long range 2. It's an air ball. The putback is also missed. We're up by 12. Haijung is playing nice. Who's going to win in the fourth quarter? Dranarab? I'm going to say the Spurs are. Speaking of biking, TSR, I bike besides exercise bike on my actual bike. It was great, just had to cycle outdoors. Cycling, I enjoy cycling, even though I haven't done it Stingray X Factor at all this year until Friday with Miss TSR. I was on my stationary bike, but I haven't taken my actual bike out at all. I've been playing a lot of basketball, training for the Spartan. I haven't worked out since the Spartan. I'm going to get back outside tomorrow. Everything finally feels good for my lower extremities, but my arms are so bruised up, my elbows are jacked up. I don't think I want to start lifting weights for still another couple days. It is 76-64, Karen Massing. By the way, one last time, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, we're trying to get to 100. We are at, we're at 130. Well, never mind. Let's try to get to, 150 for a Summer League game? 150? Maybe? Omar, Gillespie hasn't been the most efficient, but he does look legit. His height's a concern against bigger players, but yeah, I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, it looks like that guy's keeping his rent money out of the Oracle. Rich Primo count, but Tracy McGrady. Wait, what? Tracy McGrady? What about Tracy McGrady? I don't mention Thiago Splitter for what? Dranreb says, I don't know what plus 9.5 Utah Jazz can win means. The Jazz would need a huge comeback to come back. I don't know what's going on with David Jones-Garcia. I've been a little out of it the last week. He had the surgery at the start of the year in January or February. I really don't know. But I am back to making Spurs content in the regular. I had a week off. I needed it. I admittedly was feeling a little burnt out. And it's okay to take time off. You know, as content creators, we sometimes worry if I take time off, it's going to kill me. But you know, I wouldn't miss if this was a regular season, I would not have missed a game. But Summer League, it's like, you know what? I can take a few games off, enjoy a weekend. And I did enjoy a weekend. Darryn Peterson is still playing, by the way. I'm actually kind of surprised he's playing all 4 quarters tonight. Although, you know what? So is Terrace Reed Jr. and Malik Brown. There's a layup for the Jazz. 10-point game, 76-66. I don't think we're ever going to see Juan Nunez. Ever. In the NBA, period. Lee for 3. Haijung Lee with a little coming out party tonight. 79-66. Juan Nunez was drafted, when the hell was Juan Nunez drafted? Was Juan Nunez drafted the same year Wemby was? Or was it the following year? It was 24. Nunez was drafted in 24, right? Same year Castle was drafted? I don't think we're ever going to see him. It is Jazz ball after a Spurs miss. Darryn Peterson with the ball, looking to drive, kicks it out for 3. The long 3 is no good. RJ Davis with the rebound for San Antonio. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the game. Davis with the ball, gets it into Lee. Lee can't handle the pass, and it's a turnover for the Spurs. Come on, Lee! Nice, Rob. Once a Spur, not you, Primo. Oh, Spur. You know, there's a foul by the Spurs. We have a free throw coming up. I wanted him to be good, but he was never that good the little bit he was with us. It was more hype than anything. Jay-Z Gamer with the $2 super chat says, Lee is apparently known as the Korean Curry? Like Korean Steph Curry? No kidding. Omar says, ready for football. Go Steelers. Everybody's welcome here, Chris. And I need to do a better job of that myself. I always say everybody's welcome, but I let the trolls get to me once in a while. This year, I really want to do a good job of ignoring the trolls. If I see a troll comment, don't read it. That's what they want. Either delete it, delete them, time them out, whatever. We have a foul on the Jazz, but it's always a work in progress. How many minutes should I bet on the Jazz? How many minutes? I would not bet any minutes on the Jazz, Miguel. I also don't gamble. And I don't know how you bet minutes on a team. And I'm not trolling. I don't know if that's something on Kalshi or one of those prediction things that you can do. that was a long-standing criticism of mine of Darren Fox, and I got a lot of flack on it on this channel. There's a layup for the Spurs. I said Darren Fox falls in love with the three too much, and he's not a good three-point shooter. And people actually said to me, TSR Fox is a good three-point shooter. I don't know what Fox they've been watching their whole career. As the Spurs get a fast break by RJ Melendez, and we're up by 17 after another Thunder dunk of justice. I like Lonnie Walker as well. So, Carlos, for sports, for the three teams that I enjoy, the Giants, the Yankees, and the Spurs, my favorite teams to watch are the Spurs and the Giants. That should be clear by the channel. As far as coverage on the channel, the Spurs are obviously my favorite because I enjoy covering basketball more than any other sport. But as far as teams that I like, the Spurs and Giants are still here. The Yankees are below them. I just like baseball less. And also there's 162 games. And I don't want to watch any team for 162 games between April and October. I do plan on watching some Yankees games this weekend. They play the Dodgers this weekend, and two of the games will be televised where I'll be able to watch them on Saturday and Sunday. And that's actually another thing that hurts it with the Yankees is I have a lot of games blacked out where I am in Connecticut. The game will be on like TBS or some other channel, and it's blacked out for me because I'm close to New York. And I don't want to buy the MLB Network package or whatever, the baseball package to watch every game because I wouldn't watch every game. I don't like baseball enough. Basketball and football are here. Baseball is here. Hopefully that made sense. Giants and Yankees aren't real teams. You know what is real, Phil? 28-3. And yes, I'm trolling you with that. And also still angry that you guys blew that because I was rooting for you guys. Corey says, Dart should be good soon, but we'll see how the new head coach does in here. I think Harbaugh will be fine. Dallas fans, so hopefully they won't figure it out. All right. Hey, we've been sad for a long time. And yes, Omar, I'm excited for John Harbaugh. I am. I actually have a Our Coach Is Here song I did for the Giants that I haven't recorded yet. I have a lot of songs in the works. I keep saying I have it. It's the music videos. I don't just want to put up a lyric video. I want to put up a good video, but finding the time to shoot a music video is apparently been very challenging. Yeah, you're right there with the Stingray, yeah. Phil is a Falcons fan, yes. Yes, he is, Stingray. Atlanta Falcons fan. One he usually gives me some, little jibber jabber. I reference the 28-3 as well. But I was rooting for the Falcons in that Super Bowl. I also was rooting for the Seahawks when they made the dumbest play in Super Bowl history, passing it when you have beast mode. The Yankees are the... No, I wouldn't agree the Yankees are the greatest team in New York, Carlos. That's not even close. I love the Giants, but the Yankees have done a hell of a lot more than Giants will ever do. And there's a 3 for the Jazz. 83-69. That player fell down as he was shooting his 3. I don't know who it was, but he fell down. Yeah, Stingray, I think when Summer League is up, which will be at most a week, I have the outline for the Sling and That D video planned. I really want to do a good music video on it because I think it probably won't go viral, but I can still wish, right? Let's see what the run are good. Jacoby, I can dream of a video going viral, can I not? That would be amazing if we actually had a viral video on this channel. There's a drive and a layup for Utah, 85-71. Who dat will always... Kobe right. Snickadoodle is a Bears fan. Duh, Bears. Legendary skin on Saturday Night Live if you've never seen it. RJ Davis with the runner, good. But not expect to see Terrace Reed Jr. out there this late in the game, but Terrace Reed Jr. is playing, and now we're going to have a foul on Igor Milicic Jr. 87-71, 6:23 to go. DJ Rose is late, but here. Gary 828. LeBron talk is in the house. Stopping to say hello and drop a like. Appreciate that. Gary, if anybody is a fan of LeBron, well, if anybody's not a fan of LeBron James, Gary has been crushing it with the LeBron content. Would that be the way to put it? Not a LeBron fan? More geared towards, or don't like ESPN's excessive LeBron coverage. Gary has been really covering he's been cranking a video a day lately. 87-71, Spurs ball. Dane said switch games. I can't. This is the only game on. There's a turnover by the Spurs. Jazz on the run. Under 6 minutes to go. That jumper is no good, and the rebound is by San Antonio. No, DJ Rose, I didn't see that. Mike Ditka, Polish sauce. Yes, Ditka. That's been a good game so far, Doja. It has. Malik Brown with the ball on three-point land. Nice pass to Jacoby Gillespie into the paint. Misses the layup that may have been partially blocked. Jazz on the run. Down the other end, we're going to have a layup. And we have a timeout. Country Carrot, I can show the game. What's the story? How you fell in love with the San Francisco? Oh, no, July. New York Giants. Not a San Francisco Giants fan. The New York Giants. I could tell you that story if you're interested. But the San Francisco Giants, no, not at all. Golden State. You guys think he's going to Golden State? All right, while we're in a timeout, for a little fun, not Spurs related, who do you guys think LeBron James is going to? You can put the Spurs in the chat. You can put the Lakers, the Cavaliers. Well, not the Lakers, the Cavaliers, the Heat. But I'm actually curious to the chat, where is LeBron James going to play next season? I'm going to put my answer in the chat too. I'm going to play along. So I'm going with. I think he finishes where he started. I think he finishes as a Cav. Point to James, the Wizards, really? Corey has him going back to Miami. Daniel has him going with Katie, so the Rockets. Emiliano with the Cavs or Golden State. Biz says that he's going with the Couch and the Rope. Carlos, the Heat or the Warriors. Haru and Edgar both say the Golden State Warriors. Jay Little says the Shanghai Sharks. David has him going to the Heat or Cavs. So it looks like it's the kind of three teams. The Heat, the Cavs, or the Warriors. The Senior Citizen home. The Sixers, yeah, Stingray X Factor. Them getting Jaylen Brown, that would be a dark horse. 2011 has him going to the Cavs. Oh, because of AD? I think he's going to go with Daniel Wild, the Knicks. That would be crazy. Dan's the Cavs. It's Khaled and Cavs. I'm not with the Khaled part. Is the Cavs got it? Snickerdoodle to the Bulls? Omar just hopes he retires. As does Mike. Blibby says he's going to Golden State. He wants to stay in Cali. He just bought a $75 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Okay. Go Spurs go. Has him go back to the Cavs. Another just retire. Another Knicks. Another. Wow, a lot of retires. 87-73. Thank you all for participating, by the way. LeBron and the WNBA. Come on now. There's a miss. Spurs get the ball back. A little over 5 minutes to go. They're up by 14. And, wow, drive and a huge block in the paint. I didn't see who shot that for the Spurs. It's that little white dude whose name I don't know. Palatable? What's his dude's name? What is in the back of his jersey? I can't read his name. I have no idea who that guy is. What's up, Vic? So thank you for stopping in. I don't want LeBron on the team either. If it happens, I'll root for him because he'll be wearing the silver and black. So Malik Brown drives to the paint, gets to the rim, misses the layup. Brett, Hydro and Lace look good tonight. Really good. There's a three in the corner for the Jazz. No good. Under 5 minutes to go. Newbie has LeBron signing a max contract with, what, the Las Vegas Aces or, I don't know, the California teams for the WNBA. Is the Sparks a California team? I really don't know. There's a three-pointer for the Spurs from the wing. No good. Ball's going to get tipped out of bounds by a Jazz player. It's going to be Spurs ball, 87-73. What if Bron goes to the Portland Trailblazers? I'd be shocked. Damien says, I got to go. If Spurs don't score 100, someone please type Fire Mitch for me. Nice. What's up, newbie from the Philippines? Justin, LeBron, and Golden State. Chris, I'm going to need to see everybody saying that. Carlos, I disagree. MJ is my GOAT, but GOAT is also an opinion. It's not a fact. I know one thing you say about Michael Jordan. He did more for basketball, or he really put basketball on the map. I don't think anybody changed marketing and the commercial side of basketball the way Michael Jordan is. You ever seen LeBron James the GOAT on the court? Off the court, Michael Jordan's contributions are are unmatched. And that's not to take anything away from Larry Bird and Magic Johnson or all the players before him. But Jordan literally turned Nike into an empire, if you will. Gatorade, it's just what he did for commercials and branding. I mean, Air Jordans still sell today, and Jordan's been retired for over 20 years. There's a turnover by the Jazz, and the Spurs turn it right back over. There's a three-pointer, no good. Jazz can't get the rebound. It's Spurs ball, a little over 4 minutes to go. Had a whole generation want to be like Mike, exactly. My thoughts on Jacoby Gillespie. Go Spurs, go. I like what I'm seeing from him. Carl also got a degree. LeBron, I don't think even LeBron would put himself in the greatest there. Well, maybe he would. Jordan's shoes still outsell LeBron's, and LeBron is an active player. That's crazy. Think about that. RJ Davis with an air ball three. Spurs to get the ball back, kick it out for three, and Haijung Lee's three is no good. I like Lee for three. That really is a fun statement. Steph Curry to go. I would not argue Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. If you say that, I'm with you. Steph Curry the GOAT. He changed the game for better or for worse, depending on your opinion, with all the three-point shooting. Leo with the ball again, kicks it out to Davis. Davis is all open all day for three, no good. Leo with the putback, no good. And Malik Brown with the putback is good. But Curry was not an elite two-way player. You know, Michael Jordan, former Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals multiple years. We know about his offense. Was it 10 scoring titles, 9 or 10 scoring titles? Curry was a phenomenal shooter, an offensive player. I don't think has Curry ever made an all-defensive first team? I don't think he has. I could be wrong, but I don't think he has. What's up, Homer? Thank you for stopping in. Buenos noches. Yes, I would say Steph Curry probably the greatest Golden State Warrior of all time. But GOAT? Again, GOAT's subjective, though. Yeah, I could sit here and say Tim Duncan's the greatest of all time. David Robinson's the greatest of all time. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. It's just all subjective. DJG versus Jacoby. Who are we talking? You know, DJ Rose, I don't know what's going on with David Jones Garcia right now. And you know what, Mike? I like your comment there. If Wemby stays healthy and he's got to win plenty of rings and awards and whatnot, he could be the GOAT. He's got to obviously the skill and the size, but he's got to stay healthy. And health has been something he's struggled with a little bit so far in his career. Not a lot, but he has a little. I'm not calling it injury prone yet because last season was not the season, the prior season, if you will. That was more of an anomaly with the medical issue with the blood clot. But he has missed a decent amount of time in his short career. We have a timeout, and I got to assume the benches are getting emptied with the fourth string guys in Summer League. Kusha, the Spurs are up by 12. With under 2 minutes to go. Beat Braun multiple times in the finals. No one beat Jordan. No, Jordan is undefeated. I wish we saw Jordan's Bulls versus Hakeem's Rockets. Really got robbed of a great series. Even though I'm saying Jordan's a go, I don't think Jordan's Bulls go 8-0. There's a 3 for the Jazz. They're actually making this a little bit of an interesting game at the end. I think the Bulls and the Rockets would have split 1-1. I really do. I don't think the Rockets get him twice, but I think they get him at least once, and Jordan goes 7-1 in the finals in the 90s. Every player needs a player. So the whole Jordan needs Pippen argument is ridiculous because Braun also needed help too. Tim Duncan didn't win titles on his own. He had Tony Parker, Emmanuel Ginobili, David Robinson. There's not many teams that have won a championship didn't have a second good player. Nikola Jokic had Jamal Murray. Giannis had Chris Middleton. I mean, there's always a second, at least a second decent player. LeBron had Anthony Davis. We had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and Ray Allen. Kyrie Irving and I'm forgetting somebody. Was it Kevin Love? We have another whistle. 91-82 at the Spurs about to wrap this up. Where's the true start? No, where's our league for 3 video? That's a good point, Brett. But, I mean, most championship teams, there's the main guy, your Jordans, your LeBrons, your whoever. But there's also usually good players around them. So the whole Jordan needed Pippen is ridiculous because almost anybody that's won a championship had another good player with them. Isaiah Thomas had other Hall of Famers with them. Dennis Rodman, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer. We talked about Larry Bird earlier. Magic Johnson. They had some pretty good players around them as well. I think the Spurs are just going to dribble this one out. They are. Thoughts about Tobias? Agent James, I like the signing. There's a 3 by Gillespie. Doesn't dribble it out, you sneaky little Gillespie. Jacoby. I don't think Tobias Harris is going to be the main reason we win a championship. But he gives us more depth. He gives us some size. He can shoot the 3. He's got playoff experience. Although a lot of you call him a choker. That's the end of the game. All right. The Spurs have finally won a game in Summer League that I have called. Can we get some thumbs up for the first TSR win? Our Spurs win in Summer League with TSR calling the game? Tobias is a bit soft, but only more interesting. Let's kill this argument. LeBron has played with 25 All-NBA players. Jordan only 5? All-NBA for Jordan, only 5. Scottie Pippen's the obvious one. Dennis Rodman. All-NBA. I don't know if Ron Harper was or Tony Kukoc was. Definitely Rodman. I don't know the 5, DJ Rose. Interesting. Under 100 fire. Nice, Jay-Z. He did say under 100 fire, Mitch. You're right. He did. We didn't make 100. Andy Who, the Summer League jinx is broken. By the way, I think one of you, maybe in the chat, sent something to the the TSR PO box. I haven't picked it up yet. I will pick it up this week, and if we're live again, I'll open it during halftime. God, are we in the playoffs now? Scat Pack, you're welcome. By the way, if you guys hit the subscribe button, you're a Spurs fan. What you waiting for? I haven't plugged the channel all night. 2 Clutch Corey, go Spurs, go. I think we go back to the finals again, WW. I actually did a video about it today. So if you're interested, I did a video about my predictions for the season a little bit, my thoughts on the offseason. This was a quick game. I've only been live for an hour and 45 minutes, not even. This is a very quick game. I will give Summer League credit for that. They have been very quick games, which is nice because it's after 11 where I am, which isn't late, but... Oh, what is this? Bodybuilding influencer Melson Arjuro Santos, 35, dies hours after sharing final post. Yikes! Rest in peace, whoever he was. I don't recognize that name, but if any of you are fans of his weightlifting stuff, he apparently just passed away today. Hi, Jung Lee, the player of the game. I gotta think he was good tonight. All right, let's get into the final stats. Orlando Peterson with 11. Orlando Robinson with 11. Darryn Peterson with 15. Did struggle from the floor. He was 4 of 16. Bez Mabeng. I still don't know if I'm saying that dude's name right. He finished with 12. Anderson Garcia with 2. Tamar Bates with 16. I don't know a lot of these guys. I'm sorry. Matthew Cleveland with 11. Justin Harmon with 2. Jonas Aidu with 2. Hayden Gray with 6. Blake Hinson with 5. For the game, the Jazz shot 37-21-73. WW Pharaoh 0-0. Thank you. Tony, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I try to talk to everybody too. Agent Symbols drops the lead fight. Thank you for stopping in. I'm a troll. What's going on? Trying to say hi to everybody. I am a little biased in my calls towards the Spurs, but I'm also a huge fan, so it comes out, it comes out. But I do call the games down the line. What I see on the TV, I'll call for you guys. For the game, this Jazz were abysmal shooting. 37-21-73. They turned the ball over 14 times. Spurs turnover 16 times. Shot 41-34-100. Terrace Free Jr., quiet night tonight, 4-7-3. Blake Brown with 7 points. Jacoby Gillespie, kind of a mixed night. He had 25 points on 10 of 21 shooting, 5 assists, but he did turn the ball over 6 times, so he was loose with the ball. Miles Kelly with 8. RJ Davis with 14 points and 12 rebounds off the bench. Harry Wessels with 0. Zakai Ziegler with 0. Igor Milicic Jr. and RJ Melendez with 4. Miles Barnes with 6. And Hai Jung Lee, 22 points tonight. to lead the Spurs. No, wait, no. Gillespie, 25 to lead the Spurs, but Hyzon Lee to lead the bench. 22 points on 5 of 11 shooting, including 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. He was 4 of 4 from the line. Don't forget, in Summer League, you take 1 free throw, and it's worth either 0 if you miss it, 2 if you make it, or 3 if you make it. It was on, and you were fouled on a 3-point shot. Spurs win 3-1, and I believe we are not done with Summer League, correct, guys? Does this mean we have more Summer League games, right? Finishing 3-1, or are we? I need to find the Summer League standings. I think we're in the Summer League playoffs now, right? Uncle Dennis is out. Good. I'm trying to find the Summer League standings. Summer League standings. I don't know why I started typing that and it said Summer League spectator Bronny James. I've never searched for that in my life. All right, Summer League standings. The Lakers and Hawks are 3-0. All right, so we are sitting at... Oh, it's not a lock that we're in the playoffs. The Lakers and Hawks are 3-0. The Suns, Celtics, Magic are both 3-1. So I think they go by point differential. I think. So I guess we don't know yet. And there's a lot of teams that still need to play that are 2-1. When we came into the game, we were in 13th place. We're now 3-1. I have no idea. I guess I won't know until tomorrow. That being said, guys, it was nice to actually call a Spurs win in Summer League. They had lost every game until now. Yeah, playoffs. Playoffs? We've got to win a game first. Prime Bear, what's going on? Yeah, you guys get the thumbs up on the way out. We're actually very close to 200. Would appreciate it. I'm going to call it a night. Actually, I'm probably going to go to bed. Antonio, I haven't been followed the Coin Leonard investigation. I don't follow much outside of Spurs stuff. I do on occasion. For the most part, it's very Spurs-centric with NBA stuff. Occasionally, I'll cover something else. We'll see. But, yeah. It was nice to get a win. Short stream. That's all I got. On behalf of myself and the Couch contingent, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!